Good evening everyone. I am R. Maitri. I am studying ECE department, ECE section in Lendi Institution of Engineering and Technology. Today I am here to conducting our celebrity interview for ELCS Lab Lendi. This is my senior Charishma. Hi Akka.
Hello.
Introduce yourself Akka.
Hello everyone, I am Charishma, currently a third year undergraduate at Lendi Institute of Engineering and Technology. My hobbies are reading a lot of books, self-help books, writing journals, and watching C-dramas. Apart from that, I am currently the Geeks for Geeks student chapter event head. Also, I am an active NSS volunteer. That's it.
Experience about your CSC field.
My experience throughout these 3 years have been incredible because taking up this major has helped me a lot. It has improved the way I think. It has in fact changed the way I think. It has improved my logical reasoning, my reasoning ability. And now, like 3 years before, the way I would think at life would be different, and it is completely different right now. It's been great being here.
That's great Akka. Now how fair we have your own degree, it helps you.
See, as I've already mentioned, this degree will actually help me a lot because, as I said, this actually, when you take up a degree or you get into a major, nobody understands this, but when you take up a certain major for your life, it actually builds your character a lot. And taking up this major has helped me a lot, as I already have mentioned. This place has given me a lot. This degree has changed the way I look at life. Earlier, I would have actually thought, even if I would encounter a small problem, I would think it's a very big problem. But being here, taking up daily challenges, solving a lot of DSA problems in my day-to-day life, it has helped me think and look at life in a very different manner. And I think this will help me a lot in my life throughout.
That's great Akka. You suggestion very well. Next, what suggestion would you give to anyone for your regarding studies and life?
See, I'm not in a great place to give suggestions to anyone, but if I had to give suggestions to anyone, first of all, regarding life, I would say do what makes you happy. That's the motto of my life. I completely believe in that because if you don't do something that makes you happy, you can't lead your life happily. You should always prioritize your own happiness. It's not being selfish, but you should always know what makes you happy and you should follow that. And regarding studies, I would say, see, everybody has their own interests. Someone would like dancing, someone would like singing, someone would be good in reporting, and etc. etc. So, whatever field or whatever major you take up in your life, select something that is, related to your interest and pursue that degree. That's
Tell me about your journey.
my journey. Okay, my life journey. So my life journey has been really great, because I'm a 20-year-old now, as of now, and these 20 years looking back, I feel really very nostalgic because these 20 years of my life have been really very great. Since my childhood, my dad actually is a bank manager, so since I was a kid, I was brought up in Gujarat, and after that, I have traveled many places. I've been to Mumbai, I've been to Karnataka, I've been here, there, and everywhere. Traveling a lot has brightened up my thinking, and I have seen many people in my life. They are different people, they have different visions, they are different way of being. So I think this life journey has been really incredible. There were moments where I was very down, there are moments where I was very happy, but throughout I only understood a few points, and one of that is that you should always stick to your hard work. Hard work will never betray you, and do what makes you happy, and be with your loved ones because your parents are your everything. No matter where you go, your parents will be your biggest support in your life. Yes.
There is always.
Yes.
Next, how to manage your time?
See, managing time is different for different people. Now that I've come in hostel, this is the first time I'm being in hostel. I've never been in hostel before this. So earlier I would be with my parents, so I would never give special time or special priority like yes, I have to give time to my parents. But now that I'm here, I am actually managing time in a very different way. See, one thing I would say is that if you want to plan your day or if you are someone who wants to manage your time, Initially, keep in your brain that what you want to do. Write down the goals you want to do. If you want to suppose pass an exam or something, you want to finish a book, just keep a goal. 1 page per day. And according to that, allot time to that work. If you know that you want to complete or reading a book, then allot that time every day before going to sleep, that one time, so that you can complete that 1 page. You are giving time to that. Then for the rest of the time, that is like the other 23 hours, you can allot some other time and do some other work. You have to think accordingly that what you want from your life. My life would be different from yours. So our timetables are completely different. So I cannot particularly say ki follow this timetable, it will work. It depends on people. Yes, that's it.
Next, how do you deal with people?
That is a very good question actually. See, as I've already mentioned, I have met a lot of people in my life. So dealing with different kinds of people is different. You have different tactics for different people. See, I said as I'm in a hostel, so you may not like everyone you are being with. So if you don't like that person, you just can't do anything. Just stay silent, stay completely silent, and do not talk to them. Like, I don't prefer talking to someone I don't like. And if someone is there whom I would love, or someone who is okay, like I'm okay being with them, then I'll just keep talking with them and be a good friend of them. So there is no very big, thing like, I have to be like this, this is the way I can deal with people. You can deal with different people in different way, but I would say that if you don't like someone, just don't talk with them, just don't mingle with them, do your own work.
If you get any problem, how do you solve it?
Um, Many people have many ways of solving problems. I'm not judging anyone, but as far as I'm concerned, I am a person who writes diary. So I every day before I go to sleep and every day after I wake up, after I get freshened up, I write my diary. So for me, problem solving implies my diary writing. So whenever I encounter a problem, I take my paper, I take my book, I write down everything that has happened, like from starting to the end. I write everything, and while I'm filling up the details, I understand what's the exact problem, like where it went wrong, what happened, what did I do, what was other people's mistake. And in that journey, I understand what's the actual thing that went wrong. And I try to talk, if it's with people, I try to talk with them, and then I try to solve it together by talking to them.
I am also writing diary akka.
That's
Because
great.
I also write diary akka because sometimes I'm so many situations faced at that time. Write a diary. What's the wrong? What's the right? That time what I should do? That's where my clarifications all are clear.
Exactly. Even for me, pen and paper are the best thing, apart from human. Like, I have friends. Sometimes I call my friends, I tell them everything. But the best thing I suggest would, take a paper and write down everything. It clears your mind.
Thanks for suggestion akka. And the last question is, who is your inspiration?
There, when you get this question, I see many people talking about big, big idols, big, big celebrities and all. But for me, because I have seen him like this closely, I say it was my dad because since my childhood, I have seen him being very workaholic. I have seen him being so working, hard working. He does everything, whatever he does for us. The man he is, I would really say the kind of person. I'm really blessed that he is my dad because no matter every time I fall down, I talk to my dad and he lifts me up in a very good manner. He lifts my spirits. He tells me to not give up. I have like my mom is also there, but for me my dad is my inspiration because my dad is a 10th failure. He was a 10th
Oh,
failure, and then after 4 years he rewrote that exam and then he passed, and now he's a successful bank manager. So I think his journey is my inspiration and he is my inspiration.
even Akka, my father also a hardworking woman. I swear I see every time I see my father, I am very motivated, and I am also see like that. I am also so good. I am also so hardworking. I am also improve myself. See that way, my father also my inspiration.
It's really great. Every dad in like generally every dad in our houses are for our inspiration. Yes.
Thank you, Akka. Thanks for your valuable time and suggestions and your time management.
Thank you so much
Thank,
for having me. Thank you.
thank you, one and all.